making us you dancing, nah, bro. Rest me.
Oh my gosh.
Bro, you have mad good loot.
1, 2, oh frick. No.
What you mean? I have more kills than you.
Who cares? Don't you dare show the kill count. I will, like,
Kill count, kill count.
completely.
3-1, 3-1, 3-1.
No, no. Fuck you.
I need mats. I hear
And I need
gunshots.
your mom to make me a cookie, please. I'm hungry.
Rift to go for wood and AK and Rift. Really good, really good. Vending machine. I'm gonna get brick for that heavy AR. Wait,
Oh,
collect.
yeah.
Wait, I hear a chest over here. Here, can you collect? Wait, do you want the heavy AR?
Yeah.
Alright, never mind that. I'm gonna collect brick.
Well,
I mean metal, sorry.
minis. Never mind, I just got a heavy AR.
Well, here, collect brick from me while I collect metal. Oh, and also collect.
Here you go, fam.
One sec.
Here's a mini.
I'm gonna be in treehouse.
Broski, here's a mini.
I'm going treehouse. Watch me. Gone. 1 sec.
Wanna go like Wanna go like CC. Go, baby mama, come on, let's go. You need to leave at the perfect time, right?
Huh?
At the perfect time.
Who killed you?
Right? You need the perfect fucking time.
Who killed you?
You go out the house and into the other one, bitch.
Did you go down by a trap?
No.
I see them.
Some people went to a plane and choked me. Ah.
You got raped?
Definitely. No, I got inwardly raped. They put it in my mouth so goddamn hard that literally it came out to the other side. Nice camp.
Thanks.
Just keep camping. Watch me yeet. You shouldn't have one like that. That's the person who killed me. Kill him. Rape him.
Rape.
No, gotta rape him.
Bro, turn around.
Stupid.
Wait, the Omega's the one that killed you?
Yep.
I tried to BM him, but he's still dead. No, turn it off. I'm gonna get copyright. I'm gonna mute you. This is a family-friendly stream.
Niggers. Put it higher.
Stop! I'm gonna mute you, okay? You're getting muted.
Good. Throw my baby, no. Kids, whatever you do, Take drugs. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Porque yo quería dormirme a las 12:30 este día, pero después tú me dijiste 11:30.
No, ningún 11.
Tú dijiste, ¿qué? Tú no dijiste 11:30, yo me olvidé, pero yo pienso en 11:30. Yo no sé qué tú me dijiste, yo.
Pero tú dijiste no, pues digo yo, ok, a las 12.
Oh, tú dijiste 11?
Am I gonna have to do solo duos? Let's go retail.
No, man.
I'm gonna go this factory right here.
Cause I'm trying to get a cool dub. I think. Anyways.
Wait, did that lady that I sniped get BM'd? Honestly?
Talking to me?
Yeah, honest. Like the cow girl. Did she get BM'd by that Omega?
Yeah.
Alright, good. Honestly, if I would have played that way more better, I'm pretty sure I would have killed him. If I would have stayed in that room, I would have killed him for sure.
Me too.
How did you die? No, stay away.
Because
go over here.
I was kind of like just staying.
Potato, I swear.
Just like in your house. I went to the blue house. People saw me. They were in the plane. Then they just beamed down. Literally like 10 pounds. What up?
Oh my god, this dude lands on me. He sucked.
Comp.
Dance, 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 dance. Disco, disco, disco. Double pump comes back, double pump. Drops the pump. Disco, disco, disco. Disco. I say you just kill everybody.
I'm not that good.
Just go for it.
I got you.
Nah, dude, that looks so dirty. I don't like that. On the settings, you can like see people's comments, and I just don't like it because it just looks really dirty. Like on the it takes up like half of the corner of your screen. People under you.
Yeah, I know.
Damn.
Wait, oh, really?
You're gonna get shot from, yeah,
I was building on my back, but alright. I need faster freaking, faster sensitivity. I thought I built, oh. I'm about to put my sensitivity 5 pings higher.
I have a low sensitivity. Mine's 70 like 0.9 or something. Or 7.9, not 70, sorry. 70.
Mine's now a 0.85. And my Y sensitivity is gonna stay at 7.5. I mean 0.75.
All of my sensitivity. Well, my aiming sensitivity is
my sensitivity is 23.
my like looking around sensitivity is 0.79, and then my shooting is like 0.70, and then I'm thinking about putting my building sensitivity to max, but I don't like having that hole in
That's
the
bad.
Yeah, I don't like having the hole in the build thing. Wireless controller building sensitivity like a 0.40.
I got my building sensitivity on 132.
132. I'll see how. Yeah, I think this is way too fast.
I keep my sensitivity at a pace that I can still like, perfectly aim. Like you saw when I shot that guy?
Mm-hmm.
Good aim. Like,
Good
and you
aim,
need people like that.
good aim my butt. I leave to like do something for 2 seconds and you're dead.
It's not like he literally jumped over me and I perfectly tracked him. And my aim assist is off. I should probably turn that on.
You aim assist. JK, I love aim assist. Please don't go to my building, Platino. I got this under control this time. Alright, I'm going to try hard because I'm trying to get the 5 kills I got. Salty. Oh, my drop was bad. Never mind.
And I'm trying to flex even though I don't have muscles. I actually do, but you don't. Just act like I don't. Help! I don't know where to go.
I'm gonna go tacos.
I'm about to die.
GG. I don't have a gun. Bro, I don't have a gun. I have 6 grenades. Platino, I'm coming. Bro, there's no chest.
Broski had a shotgun. Help.
He's gonna die. Never mind, he's not dead. Your boy came up behind him with 6 grenades. I turned the corner with 6 grenades. I wish you could throw grenades like in a bunch. Like I could just throw all 6 grenades at once.
No.
You just saw me pull up, be like, yo, yeet, 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 yeet. Bro, you good? You good?
It's just the way I saw you, bro. I just saw your character moving.
You making fun of my character, dude? Not cool.
Oh my god, I don't know why that's so funny to me.
I understand what's
I just see your character doing the bot walk just like this.
The bot walk. Just slowly pulling up in the corner, just
Bro, I'm crying. Oh my gosh. I'm just slowly gonna do the bot walk, you know. How you doing, bro? Yeet. This grenade is full.
Bro,
I'm gonna play yeet.
He probably thinks I'm a bot, honestly. I play like one. Play like a bot.
Bro, that is just funny. I don't know why that's so funny to me. I just see you pull up like, hey yo. Now this is you, hey yo. How you doing? Like,
the bot walk.
You took your time looking at the booty, and you're just like, yeet.
I took my time looking where he was going. I was like, I was like, that booty looking nice and fresh. The Dyer turns around. Ah, no. Started shooting at me. I'm like, oh,
and he just sees you doing the bot walk towards him, and he's just like.
The man was scared. Bro, there's a cat in my. She's her butt is just covering the entire screen. Like, and I'm trying I was trying to move out of the way and it just wouldn't. It would just stay there.
And I got the calamity skin on mine.
Calamity skin, not thick.
Boobies are though.
Bro,
hey yo, don't kill my man.
Here, I got you. I got a gun. I got a gun for you.
Oh, you do? Nah, I already got a gun. Oh, someone's in this house.
I know. I dropped a shotgun for you.
Beat walk. Let me bot walk into the. Yo, Polo, look at me. Just look at me. look at me. How you guys doing, brusk? Just doing the bot walk in here.
You're gonna die.
Oh, he's low. Help me. What are you doing? Oh my gosh, bro. I'm trying to have fun, but you never have my back.
Stop me walking up in these fools' houses, bro.
Bro! Oh, you compost.
What?
This is why I say, keep my back. You know what I'm saying? Like carry me. I'm not gonna say daddy because that's gay.
Let's do 2 corners, okay? I'm gonna land one corner and you land the other one, okay?
Quick, bro. Okay, I'll walk to my corner real quick.
I call
Give me
whaling.
about 2 hours.
Where do you wanna go? I call whaling.
Wait up, I'm just like...
I'm gonna go paradise.
Walking the way to up there.
I'm gonna go paradise. Where do you wanna go?
Your mom's house, which is Dung Junction. Ha, I'm funny. 10 out of 10.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Yeah. Mommy! Ma! Bye-bye. It's the boy. Who likes plug walk when you can bot walk? Bot walk. Yo, bot. Jeez. I'm cool. I know. I keep yelling to my mic.
Sultan joined the party.
No.
No? Alright.
Bot walk. Bot. I don't even know how the frick my bot talks.
Alright, you're going junk, I'm going paradise.
Hey, yo, I don't want to see your junk, you're gay. I accidentally dropped off.
Then go, Frosty.
Frosted Flakes? Come on, man, you need to answer my question. I like Frosted Flakes. God.
Honestly, I'd rather eat, Frosted Flakes. I mean, depends. If I'm feeling fat one day, I'm gonna eat Cinnamon Toast Crunch. But if I'm feeling like I just want to eat and then get up and like go do something, I'm gonna eat, Frosty
Skittles.
Flakes. If I want to be diabetic, I'll eat Skittles.
Oh, that's true. If I want to be extremely fat, you know what I'm gonna eat?
There's like 30 people going to Fatal. Since when, brother? Since when was Fatal such a hot drop? Hot drop?
But in this house, there is not even one gun. This is the worst drop. Never mind, there's no 6-shooter.
Bro, 6 shooters are boss.
And no SMG,
Six shooters?
But there's no chest though.
I only like 6 shooters because they break down walls pretty fast.
Walls?
Yeah.
Donald Trump would be mad.
Bro, it's not like those type of jokes on my stream for this.
So you're getting deported. I don't even know where you live, but who cares? You're still getting deported.
But you know you can't be talking.
Don't talk.
Don't talk. Believe it. Bro, I feel like I'm gonna have a good setup. Unless I die straight off the bat. Like if I get caught farming, I'm gonna die. Like I'm gonna straight up die. But
I always get caught farming because I always farm. I'm fat as frick, boy.
I don't usually get caught farming, but like I don't get it when people are like break trees, not all the way, and I'm over here like breaking trees like all the way, and no one's finding me, and they're over here breaking trees, like leaving that 50, and then they're dying. They're like, bro, I told you.
I always break trees all the way.
Oh, it's funny whenever they tell you to break trees like till the 50 mark, and then they die because they're breaking trees till the half mark, and then they're over here, I told you to break it to the 50. I was like, dude, it's not my fault you died, and then they get all triggered.
And then they leave the batch of friendly for about 2 days, and they're like, oh, bro, I'm sorry. Can you be my friend again?
Relatable?
That has happened to me before.
That happened to me, but he left for like a whole year, and he still's not back. So, you wanna know who he is?
Who?
My dad. Not funny, Patino.
That's actually kind of messed up.
I know, it's the point, man.
No, it's
bro.
just because it's kind of like one of my family, like, not my sister.
Is it relatable?
A bit.
It's okay, Patino.
It's not to me though. My dad is still here.
No,
I hope.
I was gonna be like, oh, has your dad found the milk yet? I wasn't gonna say that to you. I was just gonna say it in general. But, so.
Like, if I was you, I would have said like, so, how's that adoption center going?
How's that adoption center going? Oh, don't play with my emotions like that.
Now you just sound more like my mom. Don't ask why. One time I said, "Hey yo, Chris Brown died." She was like, "Oh," and I was like, "I'm joking. Don't my emotions like that."
Chris Brown dyed his hair black.
Yep. Lady Ducks.
How's your wood going?
My wood?
Or how's your mats going in general since you went junk?
Well, I was about to say. No, I'm in Frosty Lights.
Oh yeah, Frosty, how's your stuff going? Did you get a plane?
Broski, this chest is inside the the chest is inside the freaking
The ice.
Move that fuka.
Family friendly.
Hey yo, you want to suck my coot?
Do you wanna suck my vape?
My big duck. Yeah, you know one time in the ice, I found, you know what I found?
What?
A legendary pump.
Cool.
It was just sitting there in the ice.
You know what they should add to this game?
What?
Like different areas have different effects on your character. So like over here there would be sandstorms, and like it would make you slower and stuff. And like in the frosty flights, you'll be cold, and if you stay in the cold for too long,
take a piss. Wait up.
don't die. Okay. If y'all can hear that, that's just my brother sniping a BL4. It's pretty annoying at night, but whatever. He snipes, I stream. Put a good trade.
I know I'm super fly.
Are you that guy? Superfly. You that guy?
Did you die? Oh no, no.
Bro,
You're over, bro. Get away.
No,
The storm.
I'm gonna stay in the storm. You boy
Bro,
Gucci. It's 1 damage, and I got bandos.
I'm trying to come to you. I'll be waiting like outside of the circle.
Wait a divot or something. I'm gonna be looting up. I'm still looting, dude.
Look how far away the circle is.
I'm chilling.
Bro, please. Do it for your boy. Skinny
For my boy? I don't see Sultan around here. What are you talking about? I'm on my way. Yes, I'm that guy. Looking for that. Do you like heavy ARs?
Guy. Yeah.
I got 9 bandos, 9 minis, bro. I'm chilling.
There's a plane flying over me, and I'm trying to stay quiet so it doesn't find me. Get away, you stupid plane. I still hit it.
Bro, I'm gonna go down. When you notice your plan doesn't go like it's supposed to.
Mago, dame terminar esto. Yo sé. Dame terminar esto. Es lo que estoy diciendo. Okay.
Did your mom just say boy to you? Your mom's like, boy. Bro, my airplane's stalling. I hate it when airplanes stall. It's so gay. Katana, you need a pickup?
Yeah, bro. I'm about 76. I'm about 76,000 pounds. So can your plane support?
No, I'm leaving you.
Oh, Free, there's another plane.
That's me.
Oh, it just fell.
Yeah, I just saw it.
Oh, someone's opening something. Hit him once. They're not that good with up. I'm fighting someone.
I'm getting shot at. Fuck.
Oh, I knocked him. Someone's on top. Someone's up top. What up? Get in here. I'm ending him. Heal up. Don't worry, I'll be.
Just watch me.
Yeah, I am.
Wait, get out. Lead them away. Cause I'm gonna take this truck. It's a plane and a guy up top, so be careful. I'm coming. Wait, what?
Someone's dropping. Yo, there was.
Hit him. He's lit. He hit him for 33 2 times.
Knocked him.
Nice.
You can.
Right, can I have that deagle?
Scar, you can. Yup.
I'm good. Where?
What up? Up there. Oh, frick.
Got him.
Oh, okay.
He has nothing good. He got. Oh wait, I got stuff for you. Oh, sniping.
Oh my gosh, someone else.
Here, come in.
What up? Bro, stop trying to snipe me.
It's me.
I already drank one.
Okay, there's minis up top.
You want one?
Yeah, I'll have one.
I'm gonna drink another one.
I do. We're chilling right now. Those guys sniping
I
aren't
have a
gonna hit
med kit
anything.
and a cozy.
Good. Those guys sniping, I'm pretty sure ain't gonna hit nothing.
Yeah,
I don't know where they're at.
I haven't camped in the 1x1 in a long time.
Oh, you're holding edits. No, I'm gonna get down.
Yeets. Oh, you're trying to get down? Alright.
Where's this guy's loot at? Cause I got a mini that I'm not using. Wait, can you drop me some wood? I don't have any wood. Or barely any wood at least.
I only have 166. Get it. Mami, dame tu menato, por favor.
Dude.
Solo para este día. Ay. Mami, por favor.
Dude, you gotta go.
Ma, por favor. Ma, solo para este día. Ok, yo voy a pagar ahora.
Dude, do it before she gets the belt.
Okay. Yeah, now I'm gonna have to go.
Ow. If you go, just drop your stuff.
Oh my gosh, bro.
It sucks, dude.
I think she's getting the belt wet up.
If you stay, I'm pretty sure we'll win.
Mira, ya me voy. Bro, I gotta go. Ya me voy.
Potato, no, drop your shit.
Say she thought I'm saying your name now, joking.
Dude, these heavy up storms coming. Ooh. I need these traps, that's what I need. Fixing a trap, kill someone.
You're welcome.
Alright, thank you.
I'm gonna edit a little more.
Alright, bye. Thank you.
Okay, peace out.
Talk to you later. Peace out.
Hope you win this match.
I'll send you a picture if I do.
Yo. Wow.
average viewer. They're just meant to paint a picture of Fortnite's max rank. Overall, this is just going to make it way easier for you to do calculations. Also, keep in mind that the time I am going to give for these numbers is going to be a lot faster than what you'll actually be able to do. For my XP rates, we're going to assume I'm playing in the squads playlist with a bunch of really awesome players. We're going to be winning every time, at least in my mathematical scenario. With maxed XP boosts and friend boosts in the squads playlist, this should give you about 1,500 XP per game. Again, that's assuming you win and get a couple kills. Now, in this magical scenario, we're also going to be playing Fortnite for 8 hours every single day. 7 days a week, 8 hours a day, with my magical squad that can win every single game. And even with all of that, in order to reach season level 100 in Fortnite, you would have to play 8 hours a day, 7 days a week, and win every single time for 38 days, 5 weeks, over a month of every day playing Fortnite. I can't even begin to calculate how much G Fuel you'd have to buy. And remember, that's with a crazy squad winning every single time. And even then, 31 days is still a... What's going on, Fortnite fans? My name is Luke the Notable, and in this video, we'll be playing a little Fortnite on the Switch. Yeah, Fortnite's on pretty much everything these days, and I do happen to own the Nintendo Switch. It's the exact same Fortnite, just on the Switch. Though you'll find out in this video that Fortnite on the Switch is a little bit different than Fortnite on other platforms. These 20 games are packed with wins, funny moments, and just downright savagery. So to make sure you don't switch me off just yet, let's just get in to game number 1. Now, I'm no stranger to Fortnite on the Switch. I've played it plenty of times. I also primarily play on Xbox, which already uses a controller, so switching over to the Switch is not that difficult for me. So I figured game 1, we should just go Tilted Towers. My first kill on the Switch was this defaulty hiding in a corner. Kill 2 is also a little sloppy, but I was just getting used to the little controller. Like I said in the intro, Switch Fortnite is exactly the same Fortnite that you could play on any other platform, but you are playing on the Nintendo Switch, so there are some performance issues. I record using a dedicated capture card, so on your end, the video should look pretty nice, but actually playing Switch Fortnite, the frame rate can get pretty bad. But, not to offend anyone, players on the Switch have not been known to be the best. I kill a lot of guys on Switch that are obviously playing on handheld mode because they can't build at all. But just because Switch players don't build well, doesn't mean they can't kill you. Switch players are fantastic shots. Oh well, I didn't expect to win the first game anyway. For game 2, I wanted a little bit better chance of winning, so I dropped to this house to the north of Wailing Woods. It's a great little secluded area that can give you a really nice start and tons of loot. I made my way over to Risky Reels and continued to find houses filled with loot. In game 2, you can see that I'm still sort of getting used to the aiming. The only thing the Switch controller is good for is Mario Kart. It's not impossible to use, just a little wonky at first if you're used to something bigger. It seems that a lot of players don't play with sound on or don't play with headphones. They just never see you coming. Also, the supreme lack of overall building gets a lot of these guys killed. And because Switch is a handheld console, you'll catch a lot of guys that have simply just put the game down. After I knocked down this tree, I found a guy hiding in it from the start of the match. I regret not messing with him before killing him. The Scar is probably the best gun in the game, especially at this distance, where the rendering isn't quite complete yet. On my screen, I'm shooting at blobs, but sometimes it works out. Not gonna lie, I knew for a fact I was gonna win this game. I had a minigun with 999 bullets, which sometimes is the best. It's fine, we'll just do it again. Game 3, got another little secret drop here to the west of Greasy Grove. There's a small house here. In this game, it didn't have that great of loot, but it's great position. You're right next to the backdoor entrance to the Viking village. I did find one other guy, but I'm not even entirely sure that he knew I was shooting at him. The Viking village is great. It's a ton of chests on top of a mountain. There's also a pretty good chance that some rifts will spawn nearby, so you don't really even have to worry about a poor circle at the start of the game. Playing on the Switch is easier for sure, especially if you're playing with a controller. Think about it. How many people are you gonna fight that are playing on handheld mode? Maybe this guy. He was a pretty easy kill. The one thing the default noobs do have going for them are bushes are a little bit harder to see on the Switch. But you won't fool me, bushy boy. There were 3 people left in the finals. Make that 2 people left in the final circle. I had a gold scar, but that was pretty much it. With how my aiming works, the grappler was pretty much useless, and I only got lucky with that sniper shot earlier. And right when I saw him pull out the rockets, I knew that I wouldn't last.
I often look at the news to find problems around the world. I heard about the Zika virus outbreak, and I wanted to use gene editing techniques to help prevent this from happening. And then I heard about Malaysian Airlines going missing. So I created a black box finder. But then I found out about Flint, which was one of the biggest problems I'd ever seen. My name is Gitanjali Rao. I'm a scientist and an inventor.
Long. Alright, game 4, I'm dropping into Shifty. I like Shifty a lot. I've probably already dropped Shifty shafts well over 100 times. If you know how to move around it, there's tons of angles that you can get on guys and they never expect it. And there's houses nearby, so after you're done killing in the shafts, you can go get some loot. If I'm being perfectly honest, I was a little bit risky with this minigun, but we made it out of there. The final circle was in Tilted Tower, and you can see even my capture card's having a hard time with the frames. 2 miniguns are better than 1. All jokes aside, in a 1v1 in the final circle, there's no gun I would like to have more than a minigun with full ammo. Yeah, that's nice. For Game 5, I dropped into the Spooky Castle, just outside of Haunted Hills. It's got pretty good loot, but can sometimes be far away from the safe circle. I don't know why, but even now, I can't seem to get any kills with the sawed-off on the Switch, but the Scar still comes in clutch. Because people don't build as much on the Switch, the Boogie Bomb seems to be extra effective. People don't block it, it's much easier to use. The final circle was going to be right outside of Shifty Shafts. I had a minigun though, so I wasn't worried. I do get bullied at recess for using the minigun, but they can't touch my wins. For Game 6, I dropped into Paradise Palms. It's probably one of my best locations. Nothing happened. I left with a ton of loot though. The first man I encountered was this default noob hiding inside the sniper tower outside Salty Springs. This one was rabid and needed his shots. I wanted that juicy back-to-back-to-back win. I know it's on the Switch, but I've never done it on video. My stuff wasn't the best, but like I said before, sometimes all you need on the Switch is a good rifle. But praise the tomato, the Fortnite gods have blessed me. I used my launch pad to get between my enemy and the new safe circle. This forces the only other player in the match to build towards me, otherwise he'll be consumed by the storm. And when I'm shooting back at you, that's almost impossible. I dropped Lazy Links because, if I'm being honest, probably my second best location outside Paradise. We'll skip to the end too. It was a final circle outside Salty Springs. Like the previous game, I put myself in an almost perfect position to win. Both of the enemy players in the match had to run towards me, so all I had to do was shoot them. The only other guy in the game was sneaky and built pretty well. It was a mad dash for that final circle. But I had hit him a bunch coming in, so I knew he was on low health. My confidence was through the roof. All I had to do was tick him with this blue pump. He ended up getting the first shot, taking away about half of my health, but when he went up for the second, I took him down. Yeah, that would be back-to-back-to-back-to-backs. Game 8, I dropped to the Smurf Village, because I thought if I was going to win 5 in a row, I'd do it there. This is probably the dumbest push of my entire Fortnite career, but I'm on the Switch, so I got him. Not much else happened after that. While minding my own business, farming materials, I was attacked by another player. Most of the players you fight on the Switch are default, so when you see someone with a skin, you know it's going to be a tough fight. In a panic, I built myself in like a true default. Then while trying to run away, I died. Oh well, I didn't think we were going to get 5 in a row anyway. Game 9, I decided to gamble with my life at Lucky Landing. Worked out great. No one was even around. It was a really slow game and I got very lucky with my loot. My accuracy is also starting to increase using this controller and getting used to 30 frames per second. I guess technically Fortnite on the Switch is supposed to run at 60, but it almost never does. Again, the footage you're watching is way better than what I see on the screen. No one else wanted to die by my hand until I made it to a 1v1 in the final circle outside Wailing Woods. I know it's hard for you guys to hear this, but the only other guy in the match was hiding in this log cabin. Never hide. Then I know you're not blooded. My rockets ended up destroying my own structure, but it really didn't matter. I knew this guy wasn't going to put up much of a fight. He didn't even hit me. I took him down easy. Game 10, I dropped back into the Spooky Castle, because, I don't know, mind your own business. I was in fear of my life. My actions were justified. I made my way over to Placento Parco and was attacked by a roving butt. I was able to hit the naked bush with a boogie bomb. Remember, it's real easy to do because most Switch players don't build too well. But those little controller sticks are designed for children's hands. So for games 11 through 20, for comparison, I used a Pro controller. It's basically just a nicer Switch controller. But from the moment I started shooting with it, I could tell this thing was worth it. It's hardwired in for an instant connection, which makes aiming much better, especially with the larger thumbsticks. How about a nice little tip with the grenade launcher? Build a wall and shoot the grenade launcher right into your wall. It'll shoot right over the enemy structure like a mortar and kill them. No, the Pro controller won't make you an overnight pro, but it might give you the advantage you need. And in Game 11, it definitely did. Now remember, I got 5 wins before games 1 through 10. We gotta see how many I get. Game 12, I was feeling a little salty, so I went to salty. Here's a little trick when you're popping a guy through a door. Don't shoot him immediately. Let him run in just a second. Once he's inside, it'll be very hard for him to run away, which allowed me to get the bludgeon on him. Unfortunately, when I was recording this game, my hard drive ran out of space. So this game cuts out abruptly. It's fine. I ended up losing. The problem is I didn't know my hard drive was was full, so after playing the next game, I also didn't record. I was able to get the end screen, but that's it. But hey, I won with 10 kills. Game 14, I actually have footage for. Wow, even with lag against me, the Pro Controller makes me dangerous. I can't even imagine trying to shoot like this on the tablet mode. I mean, sure, you could get good at it if you practice enough, but why if you have the Pro Controller? This llama looks like he was trying to play in class on his school's terrible Wi-Fi, because he was just running in place. It was easy to kill him. The strangest thing I saw was this wingman driving golf balls into Greasy Grove. Don't worry, I killed him. We'll skip ahead a bit to the final circle. It was pretty nasty in this one. The only other guy in the match could have easily killed me with a risky jump, but instead he built a sky bridge to try to get a better angle, which I destroyed, which made him fall, which made me win. I'm dropping into... to paradise. You know what this means. Nothing happened. I just love the golf carts. A boatload of fun started with this llama here. You can see the frames were kind of chucking here. I think with the building metal stairs and other structures, sometimes the frames definitely choke. Anyway, I was left real injured from that fight. I was able to get a little bit of healing before attacked by a bright bomber. In this sort of situation, what you want to do is hit him like I did and then build right back up. You gotta remember that this guy likely has 5 times the health that I do, so I can't afford to take any shots. But now that I know that his health is just about mine, I push out a little bit more aggressively. Here I can see he put up defensive walls, so I ran back too. I had plenty of heals in my inventory, so I just wanted to get a quick heal. And then a couple seconds later, with more health on my side this time, I killed him. Final circle, one other guy minigun? Yeah, this is gonna be an easy one. First I tapped him on his shoulder to see if he wanted to come out and play. His mom said no. Yeah, I'll just get on with it. I mean, you all knew it was gonna happen. Guys, we're getting a little close to 10 minutes. I gotta make this one go a little faster. Game 16, he was lagging. I won. Game 17 was real great. 18, I almost won, but then, got sniped. That one stung a little. Game 19, I played conservatively, stuck to my tactics, and won the game. Easily. But we have one more game before I ride off into the sunset. That's right, it's time for game 20. I wanted to drop into Paradise Palms on my standard house, but there was a default there! It's okay, we'll have it fumigated. Super sorry about this one, Gabby the Man. My patented anti-aircraft minigun technique still works. In the end, it was me and one other guy. He was on top of a mountain, but I was on the right side. He had to push towards me down the mountain, and we all know how difficult that can be. Thank you all for watching this 20 drops video. I hope you found it interesting. Playing on the Switch was definitely a great experience, but not for the other players. Now, if you don't want to miss any of these videos, make sure to subscribe to my channel to stay up to date on all the videos that I produce. And if you liked the video, please actually like the video. That'd be great. Thank you all for watching. I want you all to please stay notable. And I'll see you in the next video. Today we're going to be playing The Getaway, a new limited time mode in Fortnite. And much like you, in game number 1, I was pretty confused as to how this mode actually worked. But I'm a real man, I don't read the directions. See, normal Fortnite is simple. You drop in, you get a gun, you kill people, you die. But in The Getaway, you drop in, you search a safe, you get a crystal or something, and what is this? Don't worry, this new game mode is actually very fun, and in this video I'll be talking all about it. But let's take a step back, let's just go through game number 1. I started by purchasing the wild card skin. It's really nice, you can pick between diamond, spade, heart, and club. Though being this sharply dressed will offer no competitive advantage in gameplay. Near the start of the match, after all the players have pretty much dropped in, 4 safes will drop from the sky. You'll be able to see exactly where they drop on your map. Just make sure you have insurance, because everyone else in the game also can see the location of the safe. In this particular game, there were a ton of people that wanted into the safe. Unluckily for them, so did I. I didn't actually open the safe in game number 1. This guy was handling it. I was more on bodyguard duty. If you have a jewel, which is what's inside the safe, you're gonna have people coming after you. Again, I didn't have a jewel, but you can see my teammate is holding it. It's a big glowing light on the back of him. So once you have the jewel, then you have to get that jewel to a getaway van, which are generally in the center of the safe circle. Again, someone in your party is going to have a big glowing target on the back of them. So expect to be attacked. This guy really wanted to live. He was panic building with every fabric of his being. He must have like kids or something. So we made it to the van. This is obviously game 1 because none of us actually knew how to touch it. You see, it's very high in the sky there. You have to build all the way up to it. So while I was getting materials to help my teammates build a stairway to victory, we won the game in style. Well, sort of. There's actually 4 winners. 4 teams. 16 people win every game. Game 2, I dropped in with somewhat of an idea of how this game actually worked. Though I did find out the hard way never to land outside the safe circle. The storm moves insanely fast, effectively shrinking the entire size of the map. I think that's why this mode is so hectic. 100 players all packed into a smaller map. I moved to assert my dominance over a John Wick outside of Tilted Towers. But I missed my shotgun blast, and soon after was killed. Our last chance in this world was awesome hero clip. Complex, the default skin. Over the next 4 minutes, I would watch this man build up an insanely complex fort. He blended different materials, a stone floor, wood walls, metal ceiling. But little did he know, he actually built the entire fort inside the storm. Then he died. Sad. These red supply drops are exclusive to this mode. They're almost always all the same. They give you good team items like cozy campfires, tons of shields, minis, all that stuff. Oh, I also got a chance to play with the new grappler, which is also very fun. They're always in the red supply drops. We were able to find a jewel by killing its previous owners. But while running towards the van, we were attacked. Again, this is almost always going to happen. It all went down in a pretty open field. It was a massacre. We had no chance. Oh, gameful. If you really want to satiate your bloodlust, hang out by the safes, especially if they're in the open. There's tons of easy free kills. Okay, maybe the kills won't always be easy, but they will be there. These are heavily traveled areas. Come now, children. Come to your doom. I'm just telling you guys, see the battle. You know you about to get popped. In this match, chilling by the safe got me all the way up to 9 kills. But in the end, I was shotgunned by a guy with 10 kills. I'm not even lying. Game 5, I developed a pretty good strategy for this mode. On the initial drop, instead of going straight down, I would hover way up in the sky. The red supply drops that I talked about earlier dropped fairly soon after everyone leaves the bus. It was as simple as looking exactly where the supply drop went, and then I would go pick it up. It's a pretty good strategy to almost always guarantee you'll get some pretty decent loot. I was a little bit late to the party, but I was still effective. I had quite a few squad mates alive, so when they ran up to the van, I fortified our position. And it worked! We won! Game 6, I did the same supply drop strategy, but instead of my squad living, they all died. I was attacked by multiple squads, all trying to kill me, and the only reason I lived this long was because of the grappler. But, ironically, it's also what got me killed. Game 7 shows the imperfections of the supply drop strategy. Sure, I get the supply drop right off the bat, but I'm sort of in a tough position. I still live. It's fine. Anyway, after some looting, I got a pretty high altitude kill on this guy and landed safely. This is the first time I had ever actually held the jewel. When you hold the jewel, you run a little bit slower, but your health and shields also increase. I was full though, so it didn't really matter. Remember, it's likely you're going to be attacked. If you survive though, you do get that passive heal, which can really help. It gets you up to full health and shields pretty quickly. My squad was wiped. I was alone, right under the van. But remember, I had never held this thing before, so I really didn't even know how to actually win the game. My plan was to use a bounce pad to jump onto the van, though I didn't know that you actually have to hold X for 1 second to win the game. And by this time, the only other squad in the game caught sight of me, and there's no way you're going to be able to build a ramp up to the van by yourself if you're under fire. Game 8, I dropped into Lazy Links, and the rest of my squad dropped into an early grave. It's alright, I graduated from the University of Dusty Divot. At the end of the day, this is a squads mode though. Doesn't mean you can't win, it's pretty hard. Game 9, again, I went directly for the supply drop. The one thing I will say that's bad about these things is they don't have any materials. I guess what I'm saying is just be careful, because here I was just chilling and I actually had no mats to defend against this guy. I was out in the open. Sure, I had tons of guns, but my back was up against a wall. There wasn't much I could do here. Game 10, I won. I just forgot to hit record until the end. That's okay, I'll just play it again. So then this is the alternate Game 10, I guess. Cool. That's a lot of supply drops. Awesome. This guy had a shotgun and I didn't, but I still managed to evade him and take him down. His buddy wanted a piece too. He had a shotgun, he just must have had the safety on or something. My squad entrusted me with the jewel. I kept it pretty safe, but while using my grappling hook, I was tragically killed. Yeah, you don't want to get too high with this thing. Remember, it's video game physics, it can mess you up. Game 11, I dropped directly onto the supply drop, scaled the spire to the north of Salty Springs, and started shooting. Well, I didn't really say I shot well. I had an almost perfect view of the safe, with more elevation and sniper bullets than I could ever dream of. Just when players thought they were safe, I killed them. Searching that safe takes a while, so I knew I had time to line up some shots. This shot is the best. There's a player behind the safe. He knew I couldn't shoot him right now, but once the safe goes away, I popped him right in the head. Guys just kept running into that small little area, and it got to the point where I could just spray him down. My squad died well before this. I had nothing to lose. I didn't even care that I was dead. Game 12 was an absolute shooting gallery. The Jewel dropped right in an area with low gravity, so he was floating around, and I was shooting them. Look at it! Fields and fields of loot. So what's cool about this particular game is we killed so many people that the lobby was pretty much empty. We were actually the only squad left, the only 2 people. I know the counter says 4, but it's just sort of wonky right now. Another squad just won with their Jewel, and that takes them out of the game. We were the only squad left, so it was easy for us to build up straight to the van and win the game. Game 13, we ended up surviving all the way to the end of the match. This kill is actually the last guy in the match besides us. Interestingly, you don't win automatically. You still have to build up to the van and make your getaway, even if you are alone. Game 14 was a pretty similar story. We dropped in, met little resistance, and because most of us survived, we easily won the game. Oh, and did I mention that these count as squad wins? Yeah, they do. It's not like 50-50. Game 15 was played with a thumbnail artist. We dropped into Salty Springs, which as you know I'm fairly familiar with, and got some good kills. We ended up making it all the way down to Dusty Divot. This was the first time I actually noticed that Dusty Divot has changed. Though there's a little bit too much combat to be talking about the changes right now. I set this guy up perfectly. What I've been doing lately is I make guys waste their ammo, and then when they go to reload, I rush them, but my controller disconnected. What the... Ah! Wow, I made it out of that. Yep, just gonna do this myself. I deserve it. Game 16, the plan was to drop into the new Dusty Divot and check it out, but it was pretty crazy in this particular drop, so I didn't. I dropped into the true Dusty Divot, which is, yeah, same old, same old. It was busy, there was a safe nearby, and not everyone knows where all the loot in Dusty is, so I killed a lot of unarmed men. Somehow, I don't know, without a squad, I was able to kill everyone and get the Jewel for myself. But I was a solo man in a squad's man's world. I did end up checking out the new Dusty in the next game. It's pretty cool. It's like a little museum. You should see it for yourself. What? Game 18, my whole squad was dead and I had to try to clutch the solo win by myself? No way. It is sort of frustrating when this happens. Game 19, we dropped into Lazy Links. Keep your toes in or the boogeyman will get you. I got quite a lot of kills. For fighting near the safe. And in the end, I managed to grab the Jewel, but my teammate was dazzled by the loot and couldn't save me. Game 20, I knew this was the last game, so I decided to label it with my skin. So I dropped at this mountain nearby, which has tons of shopping carts and ramps so you can ride in and stop. I don't know what this other guy was thinking dropping in. He tried to make a getaway, and I shot him while he was going down. The worst that happened to him was a horrible seizure. The only one of my squad to not die instantly was your nemesis, but he went down. Using my bounce pad, I tried to save him, but the enemy fights using prison rules. I got the kill and avenged my teammates, but deep down I knew now that I was solo, it was going to be a very hard match. I didn't have a plan, but I know that this game mode is actually a little bit deceiving. You might want to play this game mode fast, but you don't really have to. You have a lot more time than you think. Think about it this way. Right now in the game, there's still 4 jewels left. Remember, there are 4 total winners in this game mode. It's in my best interest here to let a team or 2 win, because if a team wins, they're out of the game. That means less players for me to have to evade or kill. Also, while 4 jewels will spawn at the start of the match, only 3 vans will spawn, out of a possible 4. That 4th van spawns very late, and if you're a solo player, I recommend focusing on that. It's always going to spawn in the center of the circle. I managed to get my hands on a jewel, and adequate loot for fighting. There were 3 other players in the game besides me. I wasn't exactly sure how the teams were laid out, but I knew this guy wasn't alone. You better believe I killed him instantly. So now, with the jewel on my back, I built up right next to the place where the final van would spawn. It spawns in kind of funny. It just sort of drops from the sky and plops on the ground. It will lay there on its back for a while until eventually its balloon inflates and it shoots up straight into the sky. I had already done a good amount of building in preparation for this van to drop, so when it did finally get into position, it was pretty easy for me to build up and win the game. That was fun. Unlike some of the other LTMs, I'm definitely gonna have to play more than 20 of these games. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. To make sure you stay up to date on all of my future videos, please hit the LTN logo in the bottom left of your screen. If you subscribe, you'll stay up to date on all the content I produce, so you don't miss the next one. Thank you all for watching. Please stay notable, and I will see you in the next video.
Play the demo first on Xbox One.
What's What's going on, Fortnite fans? My name is Luke the Notable, and in this video, we'll be dropping into Dusty Divot 100 times. I learned so much from dropping into Salty Springs 100 times, and that video got 4.3 million views, so I had to make a sequel! So at the start of Fortnite Season 4, I dropped into Dusty Divot 100 times, cataloged what happened, and this video is going to be going over those events. And again, sort of sad that I need to bring this up, but this video is not clickbait. I did drop Dusty Divot 100 times, and you'll see all of those games, don't worry. I'll be going over some strategies, tactics, and overall advice when dropping into Dusty Divot. So when you drop there, you'll be ready to fight. And we may just end up seeing some weird things as well. But I think it's best that we just drop in ourselves. I dropped Dusty Divot 100 times, and this is what happened. Hey Torres, I need an idea for the intro. I can't. It's not a Halo video, so I gotta do the intro like singing. What should I do? Let's start with a history lesson. Now this is a video where I drop into Dusty Divot 100 times and tell you what happened. That's the title. But you may be wondering, how did Dusty Divot become such a crater? And you may be saying to yourself, what the hell? Everyone knows why Dusty Divot is the way it is. And stop. Just get on with it. Bro, my mom watches my videos. She's never played Fortnite. She needs the context. So here's the context. In Fortnite, there are many different locations that you can drop into from the sky. There used to be a location called the Dusty Depot. Now this location doesn't exist anymore, so I only have this picture. I just found it on Google. Credit to Virtual Gamer. Nice skin, bro. Dusty Depot, the old Fortnite location, was hit by a comet or meteor, doesn't really matter, and it became the new crater Dusty Divot. And this new crater in Fortnite, Dusty Divot, is where I dropped 100 times. And it is quite the hellish pit. If you drop into Dusty, you're going to get shot in the face, and you're not going to have any fun. I know from experience. I dropped there 100 times, and not a single one was enjoyable. But if you can drop into Dusty Divot and emerge victorious,
someone who takes an eating habit to the extreme.
22-year-old Josh has an obsession with pizza. Pizza for breakfast, pizza for lunch, pizza for dinner. And it's taking a serious toll on his health. Josh's Uncle David is desperate for someone to help.
If it's left unchecked, he is going to kill himself.
Can specialists Mike Dow and JJ Virgin break this dangerous addiction?
This is how much pizza you eat in a year.
Damn.
In order to save his stomach.
This is poisonous to your body.
And his life.
This is incredibly dangerous to your health.
if we do not help him, Josh could die.
My name is David, and Josh, my nephew, is a freaky eater.
22-year-old Josh eats pizza 3 meals a day.
Good stuff.
A total of 1,800 pounds every single year. 80 times more than the average person.
Josh's pizza consumption is to excess. It's gotten to the point where it's a compulsion.
I crave pizza every time I want a meal. Right now I want pizza. I don't know what made me want it. I just want it.
He'll eat it hot, cold, 1 day old, frozen, microwaved.
Josh's only nutrition comes from the 2,000 cups of white flour, 250 cups of tomato sauce, and 230 pounds of cheese that he eats every year.
I love pizza.
Josh's diet concerns me, scares me really, because I feel like if it's left unchecked, that he is going to kill himself.
When Josh was a child, he ate a variety of foods.
Joshua was not a picky eater when he was younger. The picky eating didn't start until he actually had money to buy his own food.
Starting in 3rd grade, Josh was able to buy his own lunches, and that's when pizza became a problem.
On Fridays, if you waited till the second bell after the lunch lady had extras, she'd give you an extra big slice of pizza.
Soon, Josh was eating pizza whenever he could get his hands on it, and gradually, other foods disappeared from his diet.
The last time I could remember eating a vegetable was probably 5th grade, when my mom forced me to eat some, and I ate some just to disguise the other hand, grabbing it in the napkin to throw it away.
Despite his terrible diet, Josh pushed himself as an athlete, and he excelled in high school volleyball.
Joshua, the athlete, was actually quite good. During high school, he was MVP, and he helped to coach the teams. And then when he started playing beach volleyball, we saw a lot of great future for him.
It was very exciting to watch him play because he was good at it. And you could just tell he enjoyed it. He beamed, he smiled.
Volleyball was the most important thing to me.
But then 3 years ago, when Josh was 19, he suddenly became ill.
I was at volleyball practice and I was just running, and then all of a sudden I just had this urge to just vomit. And then it started happening day after day after day after day. And then after a month, it started happening when I was waking up. And it's been going on for 2.5 years. When I wake up in the morning, I have about 10 to 30 minutes of hell. A massive headache. My heart will be palpitating. I have about 10 to 30 minutes to throw up. It's like mentally just agonizing, every morning waking up like that.
Josh was passed from doctor to doctor over the course of 3 years. After countless tests and scans, not one could diagnose him. The most they could do was prescribe migraine medication.
Have you actually sat down and told the doctors how much pizza you actually eat every day, every week?
I told him I ate a lot of it. I don't remember that exactly.
Before Josh got sick, he was a young man with a plan. He was in school, he was playing volleyball regularly, and all of his dreams of being a pro volleyball player, finishing school, just absolutely evaporated.
I lost volleyball, I lost so many friends, I lost working out, I lost going to the beach. So there's a deep hole.
Forced to quit the sport that had come to define him, by the age of 20, Josh had lost everything. His athletic dreams, his friends, and his self-esteem.
Come on, eat it, it's good.
You can have it, I don't want it. It has vegetables and stuff in there.
Eventually, he left school and moved in with his grandmother.
He is not eating any vegetables or any fruit. One of these days I'm gonna give up on you.
As he descended deeper and deeper into depression, Josh ate more and more pizza, his one comfort. He currently eats over 469 pizzas each year, 320 slices every single month.
I definitely forget about my problems when I'm eating pizza. For that moment, I'm not thinking about volleyball. So whatever's going on after I eat that pizza, I like that feeling.
So how much of this pizza do you think you're going to be able to eat?
I'll probably eat my half.
I think for Josh, the amount of pizza that he eats is at the very least, if it does not cause his illness, it aggravates it.
I could answer 100% to my heart of hearts that I do not believe my diet has anything to do with the way that I feel physically. There's way more foods that are way more unhealthy than pizza.
Josh's life is spiraling out of control, and he needs help before it's too late.
I thought I'd be the last person to have a heart attack. I was so type A, so driven. I don't think in those terms anymore. I appreciate every single day. Go easy on yourself and live your life.
With Josh's health declining by the day, his uncle has finally convinced him to meet with freaky eater specialist Dr. Mike Dow and nutritionist JJ Virgin. Over the next 2 days, they'll attempt to help him break his addiction and get his life back on track.
My uncle's always told me he's concerned with the way I eat. To have him have some other people join in now makes me really realize how concerned he is. Hi.
Hi, I'm JJ. I'm a certified nutrition specialist. I've been teaching people how to get healthy for the past 25 years, and I've literally worked with thousands of people from all walks of life.
Josh, Dr. Mike Dow. I'm a licensed psychotherapist with specializations in eating disorders and addictive behaviors. We've heard from your uncle that there's some really serious health stuff going on.
So he brought us in to
All right.
basically change your life.
JJ and I are absolutely the people that are going to get through to Josh. He's already been to doctors. What he needs are people that are going to get to the heart of the matter, how his psychology, how his nutrition, all of these things are impacting the way he feels, the way he eats. It sounds like there's a lot of people in your family who are very worried about you. Are you worried about you?
Yeah.
Are you ready to do something about it?
I think I'm at a point now where I'm willing to try anything to improve my life. Look, I'm kind of apprehensive if they're trying to make a link between my illness and the way I eat. I'm not sure that's connected, but I am definitely willing to hear what they had to say.
Josh refuses to believe that his all-pizza diet is responsible for the mysterious illness that has destroyed his life.
I lost volleyball. I lost so many friends. A deep hole.
Freaky eater specialists Dr. Mike Dow and JJ Virgin are hoping that some shock therapy will open Josh's eyes to the effect of his disastrous diet.
So Josh, this is how much pizza you eat in a year.
Wow.
469 boxes.
You look shocked.
Yeah.
In this box, white flour, sugary sauce, cheese, salt. The amount you are getting in a year, 230 pounds of cheese. That's loaded with saturated fat.
Damn.
Nearly 2,000 cups of white flour. That's fast track to diabetes and heart disease right there.
I'm beyond myself.
Shock therapy is really realizing the amount of detrimental stuff you are putting in your body.
Launch fireworks.
It doesn't look like you have an app named...
Presenting it.
Launch fireworks on YouTube.
Here are some videos of fireworks I found on the web.
Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Gadu, and welcome back to this new Week 4 Challenges video. And in this one, we gotta go and launch fireworks. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys all of the locations where you guys can go and complete this challenge. So our first location is actually gonna be near Paradise Palms, at this exact place. So yeah, this is gonna be the exact mini-map location where you guys gotta come and complete this challenge. And over here, you guys can see it's gotta be a fireworks. So yeah, click on launch, and once you actually just wait it out, and let's wait for it. And there we go. We are done with one of the locations. Now we'll be going over to the second location. But yeah, if you guys are new over here, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell, because every time there's going to be a Fortnite challenge, I'm going to help you guys out with that. So yeah, this is going to be our second location, which is going to be, again, over here. This is going to be the exact mini-map location where you guys are going to come and complete this challenge. And again, just, you know, use your use button, and you guys should be done with your second location.
Helps the patient to say, wow, this is what I'm doing to myself.
We've got one more thing we need to show you. This here represents fat in those 469 pieces. This is 80 pounds of the baddest fat of all. Trans fat, saturated fat. Consuming this amount of this type of fat is going to give you heart disease or cancer or diabetes. It's just a matter, Josh, of which one's going to get you first.
It looked like vomit. It really hit me that, like, what I was putting into my body possibly be like what I was throwing up.
I want you to actually feel what it is like to choose to put this in your body. And we are going to ask you to pour all of this fat into that vat.
So just pour it in there?
Yep. If that tin is your body and your veins, what does that mean?
Probably a heart attack.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I could have had a heart attack.
What I want to ask you to do is to pick up that silver vat of fat, and I want you to hold it for as long as you can. How does that feel?
It's heavy.
Heavy? When it's ready to go, I just want you to drop it.
It definitely felt good to throw the fat and be able to do it and get it away from me as far as possible.
Now, there's one more thing. We've arranged to get some blood tests done because we really need to see what kind of damage you've caused with your 469 pizzas a year. So we're going to go out and get those now.
All right, let's get to work.
Before the lab results come back, Dr. Dow wants to get to the root of Josh's addiction to pizza by bringing him to the place that triggered his downward spiral.
It's been a while since you picked up one of these, huh?
Yeah.
Tell me about how you got into volleyball.
My mom actually forced me to play. She said that we all had to be two-sport athletes in high school.
Did you want to play volleyball?
Once I started playing and I saw that I had promise, I realized that maybe this is a way that I could kind of show them that I could accomplish something, be good at something.
If you were talking to your mom at that time, what was it that you needed from her that you didn't get?
The approval. In my eyes, I don't think I was still on the track to be getting that approval.
You needed their approval.
Yeah.
In assessing Josh's self-worth, he didn't have very many things that made him feel good enough about himself like he did when he was an athlete. When he stopped getting that, he turned to cheese pizza. So he used this object, this food, to get things that he was not getting in his life. When you started playing volleyball, this was actually something that made you feel really good about yourself.
Yeah.
And then tell me about pizza coming in.
Once I lost volleyball, that's when I started to realize I didn't have control over anything anymore.
So there were some things going on in your life that you were not in control of.
I think it all just kind of started once the sickness happened.
Yeah.
Once I wasn't able to play volleyball anymore, it all kind of just crumbled away.
Yeah.
And then I was just desperately grasping for something.
And you didn't have anything else, so you gravitated towards pizza. So everything in the way you felt, the way you thought was, I can't control that, but I can control this.
Yeah.
We have to figure out what are the things in your life that you can start to feel good about.
Not until today did I ever start to really make the connection between what I was eating and why I was eating it. Before, it was nothing more than I'm hungry and I feel like eating pizza. Now I'm starting to think maybe it's more.
Ready to take the next step?
Yeah.
Josh has been grappling with a mysterious illness for the past 3 years.
I'll have a massive headache, my heart will be palpitating, and then I have about 10 to 30 minutes to throw up.
Determined to find the answer behind his illness, JJ arranged for Josh to have specialized testing to look for a link between his physical condition and his diet.
I just got the blood test back from the lab, and the news is not good. You've had food allergy testing, right? So there's food allergies, and that's like when you eat a peanut and your throat closes up. And then there's another type of response. It's an immune response called a delayed food sensitivity. This is very different. This happens because you eat the same food over and over and over and over again. And when you do that, your body can actually start to become sensitive to it and starts to have a toxic response to it. But worse than that, your body actually craves it. So you eat it, and the reaction to it's delayed. You might eat it, and 8 hours later, you start to feel worse. So you don't directly tie it to the food, but your body starts to create an immune response that makes you crave the very food that's hurting you. So what do you think, hearing that? What do you think you probably are reacting to?
The pizza. Or the cheese or something that's in there.
Bingo. See these greater than 2,000? That's a huge response. See how you're written severe?
Wow.
The dairy. That's toxic for you.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
It's just exactly like poison. This is poisonous to your body. The type of lab tests that we're looking at now are very different. They aren't done traditionally by doctors, and so they've been missed.
I'm overwhelmed with emotion right now. I don't even know what to think. I would have bet any amount of money that my diet had nothing to do with my sickness. And now I know my diet was my sickness, and it changes everything. Wow. That took 3 years, and now it's just finally we have an answer.
All of it's fixed with food.
Dang, that's gonna be hard. I gotta do what I gotta do, you know?
Josh now faces the daunting task of removing pizza from his diet completely. But JJ and Dr. Dow have a plan to keep him on track.
So what I did was put together a menu to make this, again, simple for you, okay? And so I laid out some breakfast for you. They're going to be things that you've been eating already, okay, with a healthy twist. I've created a menu plan for Josh that's going to be a bit of a challenge. What I tried to do was take things that he was already eating or already familiar with, and then put a challenge in there, like vegetables.
Well, you have homework for me. That is creating quality time so that you can get your needs met in your relationships that are important to you. Josh's homework is a combination of the nutritional plan put together by JJ, and he's going to be improving his life by spending time with his family, improving his relationships. Are these homework assignments something that you are clear about?
They're very clear on what to do.
Okay.
Going cold turkey is hard because dairy is in every single food Josh loves. But also, when he stops eating it, his body is going to scream. He's going to crave it so much.
Coming up, Josh tries to adapt to a pizza-free diet, but will the temptation prove too much?
You can tell that he wanted to take a bite.
That hurts.
Dr. Dow and JJ have given Josh the tools to conquer his addiction, but now the true test is managing it.
Bro, fucking third-party lotion.
The first couple days that Josh makes this change are going to be brutal. But in a week, he's going to feel like a new man. That fatigue, the headaches, they'll be gone.
It's Josh's first full day without pizza in 3 years. And as JJ predicted, his body is suffering the effects of withdrawal.
It's all tough right now. You know, no dairy whatsoever, no sugar. I do not feel physically strong. I'm always hungry.
The following day, Josh takes Dr. Dow's advice and spends some time with his siblings for emotional support.
Brother,
What's up?
brought you some food.
But each meal without pizza is a struggle.
Right now, every time I have a meal, my body's wishing I had cheese on it. I just miss the taste of pizza, really. Nothing I've been eating tastes that good. Emotionally, it's draining, thinking about every meal and what I used to be able to eat and what I can eat now, and having to try to eat all these